Hello, welcome Social 25ers. I just want to create a quick video and show you how quick and easy it is to create a killer contest. I'm using the Virtual Marketer site for demo purposes, but the process is exactly the same for the Social 25 CRM tool. So let's get started. As you can see on the second tab under campaigns, you've got a number of options. New campaign on choose from library. If you choose it from the library itself, it's already got them set up for you depending on what industry that you're working on. So if it's beauty spa, it's showing right now. If you choose gym and do the search function, it'll change it to gym type things. What we've found is some of it's quite Americanized and some of it's quite good. I really like the gym ones, but if you go into the bar ones, they're very Americanized, so you might need to tweak those ones when creating a competition. However, just for example purposes, I want to show you if you were going to start something from scratch, and that should give you a really good overview. So I'm going to choose New Campaign. And for these purposes, what I find is that the most simple competitions are the best ones. I really like, for demo purposes, when going to see new businesses, I really like the Versus one. So as you can see, it's blank, and it's really up to you to create it. You can have a lot of fun with this. For the Eastern or the East Coast guys, you can put NRL versus AFL, something that's quite good. We did a pub yesterday, and the Broncos Roosters were playing on the Friday night, so we had a versus here of who's going to win on Friday night, the Broncos or the Roosters. So that's a lot of fun. You can get some brainstorming stuff with the customer as well. But the one that I'm going to create here, I'm actually going to do it for a local surf shop. So let's start by choosing the images. You go to Design, and you'll see here that you can change all three of those. So you can change the background, obviously, which is arrows at the moment, the vote image, and also the versus image. I tend to change the background and leave the others alone, but we'll see more of that in a second. So let's change the background. Now, one key little tip here, you've got the question marks on the side. If you go on that, it actually shows you the best dimensions that are going to work for each of those. So make sure you do that, otherwise it is going to get quite funky, your background, and it'll be too small or too large or too blurry. So make sure that you try and use something similar to that. I find that you can go into Google Images, and you'll find plenty of stuff that you need, and then I use a program called Photopad, and Photopad is free software. If you find something better, please share it with the group, but I find this quite easy to use. You can see here's an image of a pub that we went and saw last week, and you can see that you can resize it. So if I'm looking for something that's around that 750 by 836, you can see that here that I can change those dimensions to make it fit into the background of what we're trying to do. Okay, so if we have a look at the background, click on background, you can see here that I've got images for other ones that I've done for customers already. As I said, we're looking for some surf type ones, and I use the sunset with ocean wave because the dimensions for that were really, really good. So you can see the wave looks actually quite spectacular there. So let's change it now to have a look at item A and item B, and the same concept applies. You click on the button, you choose the image. In this case, the competition we want to run, because it's a surf shop, is what is your favorite thing to do on small days when the waves are small? Is it a surfboard or a Malibu, or is it a stand-up paddleboard? So we're going to choose that image there for item A. So I've got both images in there now, and if it's self-explanatory, you can leave it blank and it'll look quite good. Or if you think that it does need a little bit more information, then you can put up what exactly it is that you're doing there. Done. So now you've got two spots to put your text in there of what the promotion is itself. So in this case, I'm going to type it up now, and I'll be back with you in just a sec. Well, it's movie magic, isn't it? So the text is in, and this is where you can have some fun with it. You can change the colors to work with something that works with the background. You can go to all colors, and that gives you all sorts of spectrums to play with. So that's great fun as well. And you can also change the font to whatever suits. So I find that the thicker fonts work really well, or you find a font that works really well with the competition they're running. So in this case, something that's a little bit more surfy. So in this case, I've changed the size to 47 and I've changed the text to rock salt for the primary text, and for the secondary text I've changed it to 40. Fits in quite nicely, and I've changed it to red with happy monkey writing. So that just gives you an idea on what you can do. The next part is to type up what the participation award is going to be. What does the store or restaurant or surf shop in this case want to give to its customers? In this case, Primitive Surf wanted to give away 15% in store. So we've typed that up. The promo code you tick here if you want to customize it to something that's a little bit more relevant. And also, I also look at the terms as well, because sometimes they're quite Americanized and it talks about checks and stuff like that. So I tend to change that as well. So upon review, if you're really happy with how that looks, you go to Save and Continue. This takes us to the social tab, where you can add your Facebook page, your Twitter account, or a WordPress account. Obviously in this case we're just trying to create something for Facebook. Also here you can see that you can change the text here as well by clicking on Edit. And you can change the text to something that's more suitable for your client. Once you're happy with the text, you just update the post. A real quick review here, and if you're happy with that, let's go to Approve and Continue. This is the tab that gives you the opportunity to add emails via a CSV file, but in the interest of training and expediency, let's keep going. So let's go to Approve and Continue. This tab actually allows you to advertise a promotion through paid promotion through Facebook. That's something that you need to discuss with your customers at the time. But again, let's just keep rocking through this, so no ads at this time. And that takes us to the last page. Once you're happy with it, once you know that that's the Facebook page in which you need to upload it to, let's go to Launch Campaign. And that's done. One thing I did fail to mention is obviously to change the timing. If you want to make it for 6 AM tomorrow morning or something like that as well, you can always change the times, and that's just in the top right hand corner. I also jump onto the Facebook page just to make sure that it's uploaded correctly. And hey, there it is. How cool does that look? So this is just a demo Facebook page that I've set up just to show my clients. So if I'm going out for a meeting the next morning, I might set up a demo one the night before, so when I go into their restaurant, cafe or surf shop in this case, I'm able to sit down with them and quickly show them an example of what we can do. So I literally take my iPad or my Surface into the meeting with my customer, and I click on it and I go through the process with them. So what do you prefer on small days? Small surf days, stand up or Malibu? I'm a Malibu rider, so I'll vote for Malibu. I'll vote using Facebook because I'm already here. And hey, how cool is that? I've won a coupon that gets me 15% off all items in store, just like the customer asked me that it could do. So I hope that gives you a really good idea. Here's one that David and I created for a pub in Brisbane. Who will win tonight? Vote for the Broncos or the Roosters. They're really close to Suncorp, so they were trying to get walk-up traffic and traffic that was on their way to the game each evening. That was a priority to them, so that's a competition that we came up that would work with their current sales and marketing strategies. And here's one for a gym that we're working with currently as well. So I hope this really gives you a good idea on how quickly you can set up a demo site, or be it a real site, for the Killer competition. So thanks very much for watching. I look forward to talking with you all again very soon. Thanks very much. Cheers.